What are maybe the biggest, most important or impactful features that you've encountered? And then are there any sort of unanticipated benefits, things you maybe didn't see or didn't know about that it does that have been surprisingly beneficial? Yeah.
So for me, one of the biggest things that I like is you can deploy multiple objects at the same time, regardless of whether they're required dependency or not. You have to be a little bit careful on how many objects you're deploying at the time, because if they're large and there's lots of objects on them, but yeah, you can select multiple objects to deploy at the time. Even if there's a required dependency and we don't want that for whatever reason, you can remove that required dependency from the deployment. Salto is very, very flexible and allows you to see the changes that it's going to make. Obviously, see the required dependencies that it's suggesting, and then if it's one that you don't want, you just remove it, and there's no impact from that other than that you don't get that particular field or form or object, and it just makes it really, really flexible for deploying exactly what you need. So for me, that's the biggest. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is just the flexibility of what you include, and more importantly, don't include in the deployment.